Hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today, let's make another gluten-free, low-carb product. I'm going to make some almond flour muffins. Almond flour muffins. They're low carbs, gluten-free, and they're healthy for you. So, this is what we'll need for the gluten-free, low-carb muffins. Almond flour muffins. We need some almond flour, not almond meal. Here's the difference. Almond flour is very finely sifted and ground. Almond meal is a little coarser. So make sure you're using almond flour and not almond meal. Okay. So for this recipe, we need 2.5 cups of almond flour. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 cup of milk. I made 3 eggs. One of them had a double yolk, so I got all lucky there. And 1/4 cup of maple syrup. We also need some vanilla essence, some vanilla extract. I have 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of butter. In here I have some cinnamon. I have a tablespoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. Here, this is my mixings. I have some not ground, but chopped pecan nuts, chopped pecans, and I have 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So let's go ahead and get our dry ingredients mixed in together, and then we'll go from there. So let's first get the almond flour in there. Baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I love the warm spices. These warm Caribbean spices, they just make everything taste wonderful. So, so we'll whisk this all together. Make sure it's well combined. I get that fragrance already. Just mix it nice and get it all combined in here. And in a separate bowl, we'll go for wet ingredients. So let's first get our eggs in. I'm going to list 3 eggs, but I have 4 yolks because 1 egg had a double yolk in there. And I just let it go. So, and the butter, 1/4 cup of butter. Vanilla. Get that vanilla in there. I don't remember if I mentioned milk, but I have 1/4 cup of milk also. And here we have the 2 tablespoons of sour cream. And the maple syrup. This is the sweetener that I'm going to use to sweeten to give it a little sweet, the muffins. Okay. We use the whisk again, and we'll just whisk this all together. think that should be fine. So now we'll combine. Oh, and I also already prepared my muffin pans, my muffin cups. The muffin cups are ready. And at this point, I'll set my oven to 350. So by the time I'm finished the mixing, it's going to be ready. So let's go ahead and let's combine the wet ingredients with the dry. So let's go ahead and combine the wet and the dry ingredients. Give it a mix. Let's get it all in here. I'll use the spatula at first to just get everything, get all the ingredients mixed in. At this point, I'll switch to the whisk because I need a smooth batter, no lumps, and the whisk is going to guarantee that I have no lumps in there. And at this point, whatever mix-ins you're going to put in there, take for instance, I'm using pecans. I'll put them in now. You can use strawberries, fruits. You can use blackberries, raspberries. But I'm going to use this whisk to get everything all nice and smooth, because I'm looking for a smooth batter, no lumps. And I think we're there. I don't see any lumps. Cool. I think we're good. It doesn't take very long. It doesn't take too much of an effort. Let's flip back to the spatula, get everything cleaned up, and we're gonna start dividing our batter. I'm going to use this quarter cup measure. I'm going to use this quarter cup measure to fill my muffin cups. So we're going to fill the muffin cups. Get my muffin tin down here. So I'll be using the quarter cup measure to fill the muffin cups. So I just have a little spatula here to assist me in getting the dough out. Okay, we're about to put these muffins in the oven. These are our gluten-free, low-carb, almond flour muffins, and they're going to be delicious. I have some nice warm spices in there. Remember to use almond flour and not almond meal, okay? Because I've been getting some comments or some questions about almond meal and if you can use almond meal instead of almond flour. But no, almond flour. Just look for almond flour. It's out there. So almond meal is a little coarser. It's a little heavier. It's gonna be a totally different situation. We're gonna put these in to the oven for 14 to 16 minutes, depending on your oven. It may take a couple of minutes before or after. Also, we're going at 350, 14 minutes, and we're going to, once it gets in there, and once you have to keep checking on it, and you'll do the test. Just put a toothpick in there, just make sure it comes out clean, and then you're done. That's, checking, in 14 minutes, and you should be fine. So let's get those muffins in the oven and let's get them baked. So here we go. After 16 minutes, it comes out nice and clean. It's done. It's got a nice little color on top, little browning on top. It's perfect. So, once again, another successful story. So let's go. This recipe is to die for. Let's dig into it and let's try it, and it's gonna be fantastic. I know you'll love it. Almond flour muffins, gluten-free, low carb, and it's good for, it meshes with the keto diet. If you're on the keto diet, there you go. You have some almond flour muffins. Once again, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next clip. I forgot to mention, you let them cool in the pan for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Let them cool in the pan. Don't take them out of the pan. Just let them cool in the pan, and then you take them out, and you'll be ready to serve them within 15 or 20 minutes. But let them cool first, about 10 to 15 minutes in the pan. Okay? And here we are, guys. The almond flour muffins. Almond flour muffins. It's gluten-free, low carb, a wonderful breakfast item. Breakfast is never better. Let's do a taste test. And it's cooled nicely. It's cooling nicely in the pan. You let it cool in the pan, and there are the pecan nuts that I put in there. Oh boy. The spices, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the vanilla. This is awesome. You got to do this.